Hans Capon of Lipa, Lord...
Hello and welcome back. Part 2.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come
Hello,
and join
Hans. So we are back playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So his hand seems to have recovered nicely. The old woman's daughter has popped in to say hello. And here we go. Let's crack on then.
Good morning, Henry!
Good morn.
No idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
He seems a lot
I'm
fucking
glad to
better.
see
He was
you
nearly
too.
dead last night.
I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door
Should
yesterday.
have washed my
All
face
the
before
more cause
breakfast.
for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the
Look
finest
at the old woman's
wine.
face.
Of course.
It's like,
I
fuck,
did bring
Donnie,
it all
shut
the way
up.
from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair
No
lady.
doubt he's going to try
I'm
and fuck
grateful
that
to
girl.
You too, Henry.
We fucking...
Bojana told
At
me
least she's
what
of
happened
age.
here yesterday.
Back
That's
then I don't think they
the
did that
third
much of a
time
shit, did
you've
they?
saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The
You're
third
fucking
time.
right.
What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now,
nearly died.
Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Hans was captured by the Cumans, yeah, he was, yeah, I remember that shit.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
and he got caught by the
I
Cumans.
shot a boar.
I made it mad, and when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a Cuman patrol.
Humans?
Mercenaries from
They
Hungary.
come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here
Sigismund,
to
yeah.
Bohemia as
The mob.
mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Fuck.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here.
They'll kill you.
What could us two do
Probably rape
alone
you.
against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But
No, they'd
the
kill you.
thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
If it was one of them,
Must
you would
been
have had a
seeing
chance.
double. As I recall, there were 2.
There were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
It ain't yours.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
Well, he's in
As
love
I
you already.
recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
So Hans took an arrow. Yeah.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
In his arse.
Seat! He got shot in the backside!
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself.
She was molesting you
But
while you was
I reckon
asleep.
you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
How did you beat the cutthroats?
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can.
The
How
letter.
far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you. For your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes,
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
of course. The
And
mules.
thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger
Schnapps.
or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena.
Oh, I got the recipe.
This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But
We'll
better
check
get
that
going
recipe
Hands
and
is
see if I
right.
can make some
We're very glad we met you.
in the fucking
We're
the
obliged to
potions
you for
fucking
your help
bench
and
he's got.
hospitality.
The alchemy
God
bench.
bless you.
And you
There's
too,
one here.
sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all...
Okay, mate. Carry on. Books. Recipe for schnapps. Yeah. Learn that shit. Okay. What do I need? I need wine, nettle, and belladonna.
time. If you should ever find yourself in need...
Can we see what belladonna looks like? So,
The doors of Perkstein shall
right.
all...
How do I, crafting? I might see. There we go. Purple. I don't know what nettle looks like.
always be open to you.
Thank you.
So we'll have a little look around here for belladonna
I'm not sure I can find the
and nettle. Yeah. Nettle's fully green. I'll gather some of that shit up. Fucking pig again. Thought that was nettle then. No. No, there ain't none about it, I don't think.
He charges nearly twice as much as we do.
Go and jump that
So it's
fence.
no wonder
Too
folks
big.
like us. But I understand. Next time I'll come to my friend. So you're not on your own. If anyone
Shit
comes
pile.
here again threatening you, I'll put them in their
Ah,
place
we'll have a
with an
watch.
arrow.
This bitch still on about killing them blokes if she sees them or something. Fucking no woman.
I dread to think what they do with you.
Why do you live here?
How come you live here and not in the village?
Oh, that's hard to explain. It's just the way things turned out. And Ma and... look, that's our affair, and we won't talk about it. Sorry.
Okay, what's going on in this dominion?
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Burgau rousted them out. But I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semon's gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff of Troskovitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that, a band of nomads turned up here. They got a camp somewhere down by the pond.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. You can shoot.
You said you'd shoot arrows at the humans. You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train
Show
up
me.
there on the cliff whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trusky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down. But
Shit.
that'll never happen. So I have to
put a
make
word
do
in
with
for you when I
hares
get
and
there.
a straw mannequin.
Are you managing here all right?
We don't complain.
Hopefully
We
there'll
mostly
be a
live
little
off the
bit of a
woods.
side quest
And
where I
when
can
we
come
need
back and
something
invite
else,
her to get
we buy
shooting
it or
competition.
get it from the villagers.
A
Mostly,
tourney.
I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions. Then I go around the villages selling them, or I barter them for stuff we need. Sometimes folk come here to us, when it's something serious. Take care then.
Okay. Cheers, chick.
Good day to you.
Tell me something about this
Can you
domain.
tell me something about these parts?
What can I say? The village of Sheleov is nearby.
Sheleov?
And close to it there's a big traveller's inn. And to the north of Sheleov is Tachov. They've got a blacksmith's there and a small tavern. There's no love lost between the folks from Sheleov and Tachov. They're always out to spite each other. Some dispute about some meadow.
Anything
Well, I don't
else?
suppose those are the only villages around here.
It ain't far from Sheleov to Semin. Sir Jan, the owner, he got a big stud farm with fine horses. And down by the water, a mill. The
mill.
biggest village in these parts is Troskovitz, what lies at the foot of the castle. The local bailiff has his seat there, and there's a tavern too. Then there's Nebakov Fortress, Sir Yaramir's seat. There's a mill at the foot of it.
Mill.
But Pavlena knows more gossip about
Sell
folk
rob
around
stuff
here.
at the
She
mill.
goes out and about.
Usually.
I stay home these days and hardly meet a soul.
I've
Those
buried those
corpses have been
corpses.
taken care of. They're gone to rest by the stream.
Oh, thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. You did what you could. Me and the gravedigger will do the rest, so I ain't stuck with that corpse forever.
Right. Bread. Don't mind, dear. Anything else? Onion. No, I can keep that shit because I'm nice.
I
Filthy
apologize.
dickhead.
Henry,
Hello.
finally. Where do you keep dallying?
Hey,
My
hopefully
apologies,
we'll see
sir.
my old three
here now.
drunken friends
We can
at
get
some
going.
point of the game.
Henry,
If he didn't die in the
don't
last one.
provoke me.
I don't think Trosky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's the rush for all of a sudden?
We have a crucial mission, and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Ratai with good news, and to do it quickly. Let's go.
We have to get Mutt back.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry,
Nope.
I like your dog, but that's not our priority right
Yes,
now.
it is.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
I saw Toth at the pond.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I saw
I tell
him.
you,
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes.
Could be
But I
hallucination.
see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Okay. Force the progression. Bag of food from the old bitch. Money. What's giving us money for? Don't need money. Rich bastard takes money from an old woman who's got nothing. Shit like that is what makes me think he's a dickhead. But let's carry on. Deep Silver presents Warhol Studios production. I'm reading out the whole fucking cast of people. Especially when you can't pronounce the fucking names. Kozak. He's a bit of a knob, isn't he? Whore, by the looks of it. Yep, dirty whore. And you know Hans got his fucking eyes on one. Rat. Oh. The dog don't like his master getting ploughed. Good dog. And that's the castle, or keep, whatever you want to call it, built into the rock. I think it's pretty fucking cool when they do that. I think how they used to build
Oh, I hope they've got a
castles
good position at this
into
castle.
mountains and rocks
At
and
least
stuff.
a barber.
Back in the day was pretty fucking cool. Now
That
we
old
just
crone
build
got me on my
cheap
feet.
shit.
But I don't believe
hideous
much in
looking,
herbal remedies.
Cheap to put up, cheap
You can't
fucking,
beat an educated man of medicine.
materials. Shame, really.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Shane, knock on the door,
Open
man.
up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. Fucking shit!
Lots of shit.
You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon.
of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Then I'll give a fuck, mate.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did,
You
sir.
ain't beggars, you
They say
prick.
they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
You don't believe us.
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Right, we've got to convince them somehow. Go all the way back to Rattay, dress up all nice
What?
and shit, and come back.
The fuck was that?
So now what?
In a bit of a pickle, lads, eh?
There's only one thing we can do.
Get pissed. That ain't gonna fucking help, is it? Or wash up, maybe. I don't know. What the fuck? I mean, wouldn't you know by the way he speaks that he's highborn, as you might call it?
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Like a badger's arsehole.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just
Ha!
bring the best
Give us
you
nothing.
have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy
Just
britches.
taking the piss out of you.
Well,
I bet the
expect they've had
boys
trouble
stand up
with
there all
beggars at
day.
the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
First we have to wash and change. Have to get the letter back. Yeah, wash and change, I think.
And the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
We have to earn some coin then.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Right. Anna should understand. What a shame. We were ambushed.
A laughingstock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond.
That was your idea,
No
you
message,
twat.
no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
My dog as well.
Chin
Where's my
up.
fucking dog?
We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us,
What about Mutt?
having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Sister Los, ein Bier bitte.
It's not your fault they died.
It is really, though.
Don't blame yourself.
I'm just saying
We
that, but
have to
it's your
take care
fault.
of their bodies at least. They
Yeah,
were
we'll
good
bury 'em
Christians,
in a bit.
even though it
I've buried enough for
didn't
one day.
always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Oh, sorry.
Ardentes fortuna
We
juva.
need to get that letter back, kill them pricks
Who?
that took it,
About bloody time.
and then we can present it
Here
at
we
the door
are.
and say, "Here, you cunts," and then take a shit on them.
Gentlemen.
Cheers, old bitch. What is it?
this
More dog shit.
stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
What?
Cheers.
Did we ask for work? Oh, look at the jugs and that bitch over there, holding the jug. I told you. She's a dirty
What
hooker
is
or a
it?
barmaid or what?
What's that woman from the pond?
Oh, it's a pond
What,
bitch.
the one you gave us away for?
I've heard that witch. Wench!
Oh,
What I tell you?
bitch don't take no shit like her.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are.
Like that shit.
Go to her.
God be with you.
She never see
A
saw
full
us
pitcher
though, did
of
she?
wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you
Who's
here
that for?
before. Who sent
Sneaky
you?
bitch.
Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle.
Ah, from the
I'm
castle.
Catherine, and I've
She
got
can
the
tell 'em.
lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
I bet she does.
That's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
That's not very nice.
You're the one from that
You're the
pond.
woman from the pond,
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
yeah. I bet you all stink as shit, don't you? I bet you all stink as shit.
Toe rag only gave me the
Let's have a wash then.
What do you expect?
What was that?
That
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on
Wash
his feet.
myself, thank you, please.
Those men were attacked separately. Most of them
There we
were
go.
killed.
What's that? What's that symbol?
Von Berg
That,
offers
is it a
disciples
shield or something?
and won't allow his soldiers out.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Player. Is it? Yeah, player. In the player tab, you can find all important information about Henry's state, abilities, and current status. Sorry, stats, abilities, and current status. Throughout the game, you'll earn perk points, which you can use to improve your stats, skills, and warfare capabilities. In the other tab, you'll find buffs that can temporarily affect Henry's status. Your reputation is in places you've been, recall combos, or check the status of your animal companions. Okay. So, I've got something. What's that thing I've got? There we are. Damaged arms. My weapon damaged, or is my arm damaged? Okay, we don't need that again, do we? What's that mean? Damaged arms. Oh, it tells you there. What is it all over there for? Oh, I'll pull it across. I did not know. Okay, okay. Okay, good. So you just press A and D to move the screen over a little bit. Press D again and it'll flick straight over to crafting. Okay, there we go, yeah. Some of your weapons are in bad shape. You'd better take care of it, else you risk permanent reduction quality. Okay, that's just that shit thing I've got. So, stats. Main level. Titles don't honour people that wear them. People honour the titles they hold. Your main level reflects your overall progress through the game and the general prowess of your character. Your main level will grow as your strength, agility, vitality and speech levels do, as well as through completing quests and progressing through the main story. The maximum level for all stats and skills, as well as your main level, is 30. I'm level 6. Have I got a perk point then, yeah? Okay, we've got Charming Man. Mum always said you should do one good deed every day. You carry that mother's wisdom in your heart, and that's why you often carry it in the palm of your hand. If you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. Opportunist. He who is a friend to all is a friend to none. You can be a friend to anyone when it suits you, but you are a true friend, especially to yourself. If you lose reputation, the drop will be less than 10%. Okay. I've got strength. We all know what strength is. The medieval world valued physical fitness and strength above all. Superhuman strength was often attributed to great kings. This is the most common attribute of heroes such as Samson, Hercules, Dwayne, Siegfried, Beowulf, and the Bohemian Bivouac. Strength and its level mainly affects your weapon control and the damage you inflict using melee attacks, as well as the power of your unarmed attacks. It also increases your carry capacity, allows you to fully draw powerful bows, and make it easier to move and fight in heavy armor. Experience is primarily gained through combat. If you use weapons that require higher strength levels, you will gain more experience. Okie dokie. Agility. Although it does not have the same prominence as strength, agility is also a common trait of famous warriors such as Achilles, Lancelot, Roland and Robin Hood. As your level of agility increases, your melee weapon attacks will cost less stamina and be somewhat faster, as well as drawing a bow. Your movement will also be quicker. You will suffer less damage from falls, perform better at stealth, handle heavy armor more efficiently, and your dodges in combat will be generally more effective and easier to execute. You gain experience through stealth and primarily through combat, especially if you use weapons that require higher levels of agility and dodging. So that's level 6, strength's level 7. I'm going to stick one on stealth, I think. So we got sub-categories in strength, not stealth, strength. We've got hard-working lad. He grew up in a forge, but hard work was never in short supply, and you find a certain satisfaction in it. If you carry a sack or even a dead, unconscious body, the weight only counts as a half. Oh, that's good. Therefore, you'll be hardly burdened. burn you. Carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, your carry capacity is permanently increased by £8. Okay. Train hard, fight easy. When Sir Radzig took you in his service, the first thing he did was send you to train under Master Bernard. You still remember the beating he gave you. The required strength for all weapons will be 2 less. And generally, if you have a lower strength than the weapon requires, you would do less damage with it. Conversely, if your strength is higher, you'll do more damage. With this perk, you'll reach that stage sooner. Learn. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that was strength, main level. We'll learn Charming Man. Agility. Deft hands. You wield weapons with ease and naturalness, as if you've done nothing else. Childhood. Stupid. The required agility for all weapons will be 2 lower for you. In general, if you have a lower agility than the weapon requires, you will find it more difficult to fight with, but if you have a higher agility, the stamina consumption will drop. With this perk, you will reach that state sooner. Featherweight. Knowing how to fall is a useful skill to have, and seeing how often life knocks you down, you've managed to pick up the art rather quickly. Fall damage is reduced. I know that's Daft Hand is better. I don't expect I'm going to start falling a lot. Skill. Craftsman. Craft has always been with man and is a showcase of his skill, activity and ingenuity. It is also a source of joy, for few things surpass the satisfaction of one's own work. As your skill grows, it will become easier to achieve a good result in weapon sharpening or blacksmithing, and you will be able to forge more advanced weapons. You will also be able to repair higher quality items when maintaining your own equipment, and you will generally use fewer resources for repairs or laundry. What? Doing your clothes, is it? You'll gain experience by practicing the craft, i.e. blacksmithing, sharpening weapons, and using repair kits or washing clothes, laundry. So, razor sharp. Anyone who does not know how to take care of a sword, and especially its blade, should not wield such a weapon, and would do better to hang a club on his belt. If you sharpen a weapon on the grindstone to a condition of 98% or higher, the weapon gains a bonus effect that increases its slashing damage by 10%. This effect will remain active as long as the weapon's condition stays above 75%. I like that one. 7 League Boots. The more time you spend on the road, the more you appreciate good quality boots. You can even customize your boots to fit you like a glove. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, sprinting will cost you 25% less stamina, so you can run longer and go further. Well fitted. Tighten the lace here, add a leather hem between 2 sheets. Sew the loose end, place the padding properly, fix the mesh correctly, and it's easier to wear and less noisy. Armour and clothing that you repair yourself with the armourer's kit will make less noise when worn. The effect lasts until the item's quality level drops. Drops to what? I'm doing the sword one myself. Then we got horsemanship. Horsemanship, meaning the ability to stay in the saddle, knowledge of riding maneuvers, mounted combat and care of riding animals. Every nobleman and men-at-arms should master this art. As your skill increases, your horse's stamina consumption will decrease, When riding at high speeds, your horse will be less skittish when threatened, and it will be more difficult for enemies to throw you from the saddle. You gain experience by riding whenever you travel a considerable distance in the saddle. Be careful though, you won't gain experience by using fast travel. In mounted combat, you will gain experience of every enemy you defeat from the saddle. Night training. Mastering the basics of mounted combat is a basic part of every squire's training, so don't slack off and make a good name for yourself and Lord Capone. Melee attacks from horseback will cost you 15% less stamina, and it will be harder for enemies to unseat you. You've been around horses for a while now, and because your affinity for the craft, you've quickly learned a lot about saddles, harnesses and other equestrian gear. Repairs with a cobbler's kit will be 20% more efficient. Additionally, because you know pouches and satchels well, you have a +1 bonus on a thievery skill if you pickpockets. I'll go for the night. I'll go for that one, yeah. I ain't gonna be fighting on horseback anytime soon, I don't think. Houndmaster, my dog. The art of dog handling is highly valued, and a dog will be your loyal friend, a kind companion on the road and a fierce defender. You can also find all sorts of interesting things in the area, and his skill grows. As his skill grows, yours will become more obedient, stronger in combat, and slower to tire when hunting. Additionally, you can gain perks that allow you to give your dog new commands. You gain experience by interacting with your dog and using its skills, whether in combat, hunting, or on the road. Start by remembering to feed him properly and pet him occasionally. This will not only give you experience, but also ensure that your dog doesn't run away from you and obeys your commands correctly. I wondered that in the old game. I used to feed it and pet it every fucking 15-20 minutes when I remembered. Wondered if it did anything, but now I know it does, so good. Hunting dogs are highly valued among the gentry. Mutt is far from being one, but once he catches the scent, he does quite well. You can command Mutt to hunt, send him after wild game. You'll find that he's a great help to you. That's a hunt. Search. Mutt can find anything except for his own tail, that is. You can command Mutt to sniff out places of interest or hunting game. To do this, select a free command. It'll alert you by barking if you find something. Thanks to your loyal companion, you won't miss a thing. Oh, is that search? Yeah, search with the search. I can hunt, and you can fetch it and find shit. Is that the lot? That's the lot. So, thanks for listening to that bullshit.
So that's why I've been looking for the wine.
It's interesting to me, I don't know about you.
Then. I'll be right back.
Talk to this bitch.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember.
I remember them anywhere.
The boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole.
No.
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
We're attacked by bandits, bitch.
You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Have you got a twin?
I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
She's either lying to protect herself, or I don't know why you're trying to deny it.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too
fail.
much at faces, eh? Clear off, you letcha.
So you know your tits are all hanging out, you slag.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine.
Fuck you, old bitch.
Bye.
What are you fucking bullshitting?
I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger.
What's up, so?
Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding.
Why
He'll be there.
you being so secret
For
about
sure.
being at the pond now?
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Why is she being all sly about it? Not admitting it?
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Shut up, you old cunt. Jealous bitch. The wedding.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
For what?
What for?
To get to work. You
What
pair
for?
ordered a lot more than you paid for.
Then
so
you
you
shouldn't have
work
gave
your
us.
debt off, like I said.
Fucking
All right.
hell, go on. Bitch ass.
What do you want us to
bitch.
do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill.
I've got to carry
My
sacks
old
of flour.
man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go mouldy.
I know
if
how
you
it
just
works.
chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly.
I'll chuck it
Two
all in
men
the
can
corner.
finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right,
hell.
we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us.
I wouldn't mind
For sure
doing
it's
this.
less daunting work than
For
fighting
going,
bandits
being the
in the
knob
woods.
way.
Aye.
Like a dickhead.
It's terrible about them bandits.
Be
We
fun.
never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you
Like
can't
it.
pay what you owe me, so I'm
What
putting you
accent
to
has she got
work.
on?
Is that clear?
All right.
I don't know what accent
We'll
she's
do
trying
it.
to put on, but it's not
Glad
working.
to hear it.
Definitely
I
on
can
English.
see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are
Stuck
you
up
actually
like your
from,
mate.
if you don't mind me asking?
Scallops.
Never heard of it. I
course
ain't
you
been
ain't.
further than the back off me whole life. But I know
Yes.
this place inside and out.
I don't know what your accent is. Ah. A
I heard
wedding.
some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else.
Jesus.
Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff.
The daughter of Thrush.
And it's going to be a grand affair.
Itchy
When
Lord
rich folks
fuck.
get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets itched to a bathouse
I bet
wench.
she's itching to get married. Sorry. Well, Lord, but I don't know be at the wedding. Can I get to the wedding?
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Who's Samin?
Who is this? Samin.
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Clout. Did they say clout back then? But Lord, if I'm going to be there, where's the wedding going to be?
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young
Still no
Spider there.
tickets. Invites. What's life
What's
here?
life like
here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash.
Bitch.
Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here. And that's a big problem.
You need to work on your accent, sweetheart. Where can I
Where
find
can I
work?
find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me. So don't bother
I
looking
mean, after
anywhere
that
else
woman,
yet.
paid work.
But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Grazel.
Yeah.
He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend.
We'll move your
And
stuff.
careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping. And
Yeah.
What can I get for you?
There'd have to be two of us. I couldn't manage it pick that size on my own. And she stamps and bites me.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It
She
didn't
told me
look
to
like she was
fuck
too
off.
pleased to see you, though.
Flash me in the
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You
Yeah,
don't forget a figure
unless
like
you got
hers.
a twin.
I got the
Why is she
feeling she didn't
hiding
want
it
to talk
for?
about it for some reason. I did get something out
Ain't
of her,
she
though.
supposed to be there? or-
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Always.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
And we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking
Get
my
up your
noble
arse, man.
pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
You just have to try it. Don't be spoiled.
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too. At least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris,
Fuck off.
the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields.
You are no
Now,
warrior.
Which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But
No,
wield
you
a
can't, you
pitchfork
weak-ass
or
bitch.
carry sacks?
Get up.
That's against God and nature.
Bullshit twisting of Christianity to suit the rich folk. Yeah? Get up, you knob. Where do I fit in?
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case.
Divine order,
Pure
my
blood,
arse.
noble status.
Jesus would have
In
slapped the
short,
taste out your mouth for saying
be
that
so
in his
kind as
name.
to get to work. I promise
I'm
I'll
not,
make it up
I'm
to
not
you.
religious. I'm not Christian anyway. But that's what I think. Right. You can help me
Are
on
you
that.
really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bella Torres and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
Let's leave aside your aristocratic status. Stop being like a brat.
We don't have time for your spoilt brat manners now.
Get
Either we
amongst
get
it.
to work, or we'll be stuck here forever.
Manners? I'll put manners on you. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean,
I've stabbed you loads of times, you little
stop trying
posh
to
prick.
push me.
Suit yourself, then. Right. I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
Okay, no thank you.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all,
You got
once
nothing?
we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll
Don't
head
need your
into the
help.
forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind.
Shut the fuck up.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Yeah, you still be a fucking asshole.
What?
Who's this?
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye. Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better. You'll have your work cut out on your own. But don't look at me. I ain't gonna help
Yeah,
you.
well, I got a lazy
I'm
fucking
wondering if you'd
friend.
lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grains.
I need to plough too, you know.
What if you lent me the
Is
bullock
it this
on
way,
board?
is it?
You're not gonna plow on Sunday, are you?
No, we're not.
Except I...
Yeah, in here, I think. Can't fucking see what I'm supposed to put on.
How are things at home? Calm down a bit?
How well things are going.
Oh, please.
Did you hear
Enjoy
about
the
what
peace and quiet while it lasts.
See,
Oh,
what bothers me, the place
Moved
that
on
I
its
get
own.
this all the time.
at least I'm gonna
Sure
climb
ain't
on the
easy to
fucking
please.
cart to get
Why?
it.
I get a bad feeling when
Somebody's
nothing's
pissed
going
up.
wrong. Don't our large physicians have a name for that?
I believe it's called pork.
Oh, it just puts you in the same spot.
Chucked him into the water.
Disappointment is that hoping it'll be still there and you have to put them in different positions, more
Is that
real
supposed to be
life.
Latin? Clever you.
This will do.
Do you know what it means?
No, dead man. And I don't use it around his neck. Can you believe it? Somebody bumped him off.
Right, fine. But what a friend is for is not to help each other. Great! It's the deal. Well, go ahead and help.
2 more.
Here it is.
What did you say?
Say it again.
It was
What's
their
going
own
on?
fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp,
No
smart
fighting.
ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Calm down.
But calm down,
No.
both of you.
Calm
I'm
down.
perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting
No
and raving.
fighting.
Pack it in,
Busy.
Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right
shit.
now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the
Easy.
glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to
You ain't
apologize,
got a weapon.
and you keep insulting
Capon.
me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Nice. Keep it up.
You're gonna die.
You'll be fucking sorry.
Hey! Take that fucker out, damn it! Sucker! That's just Slice him up! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! Fuck it! Yeah! Don't spare him!
You shouldn't have forgot with us, you bastard.
Let him have it! Slice him up!
Hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Verdammter Mistkerl!
Yeah! Spare him!
Nice strike!
Why'd he do it?
To me! Get him from behind!
Slice him up!
Get him! Die already!
You haven't a chance!
Filthy vermin!
Hier! Ha! Zeig, was du drauf hast!
Yeah!
Open!
Yeah! Don't spare him! Show your stuff!
You asked for it!
Slice him up!
Why'd he do it?
You're no match for us!
Shame on you!
Slice him up!
Vermin!
Zeig, was du drauf hast!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Slice him up!
No, you don't.
Show what you're made of! Let's see what you're made.
Who won? I think it was all the way on. A little bit between three of them.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Shit. Hey, maybe this is a good way. Oh. In the stocks.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat.
Yep.
How dare you speak?
I think people are gonna bow to you all the fucking time.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no.
Yep.
Not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child?
Fucking right.
You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your
Line.
mouth shut. I
you
shouldn't
gonna
have brought
do?
you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
You started squabbling.
Who started quarrelling with the locals? In their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
I should slap the fuck out of you, you prick.
And you're a spoilt brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backward for you, I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. And that's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
Good, we told him.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Next morning, had to sleep like that because of that prick in his gob.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Who's this geezer?
Isn't that Master Otto?
Hey! Bogo, Bogo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Fuck off then. Be way simpler life without you.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh?
Yeah, he's right. He's fucking right.
Off you go.
Crime and reputation. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react to them. What is a crime? Anything an honest Christian should avoid is considered a crime. One must not kill innocents, steal, break into other people's homes, harm people, or domestic animals, and disturb their peaceful lives. Consequences of crime: if someone catches you committing a crime, they will report you to the guards or engage in a confrontation themselves. You aren't safe even if no one catches you red-handed. People aren't stupid, and I might deduce it was you who did it. Okay, so even if no one's there, you can't commit a crime because they'll know. That's silly. So you burgle somebody's house, there's nobody there, you get in, out, not, you ain't seen, but you still get done for it. That can't be right. You can find your information about your reputation in the player's card. Reputation. Reputation affects how people treat you. If someone likes you, they greet you kindly, and merchants may even give you discounts. On the other hand, if they hate you, they may not even talk to you. You can improve your reputation by completing tasks. You can make it worse by committing crimes and acting dishonestly. The way you behave spreads among people, so if you help or hurt one person, others in the area will soon hear about it. Improving your reputation. A bad reputation can always be remedied by paying an indulgence or a penance pilgrimage which can be imposed by a priest. Unrest. If there's a lot of crime going on in the area, people will become more vigilant, arm themselves, and the guards will call for reinforcements when things have been settled down. Oh, that's good. That's good.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Look.
You're Henry, right? Or
Who's this bitch?
was it the other one?
That's me, woman.
Well, come
Fast
on.
travel now.
I don't bite.
What's your story?
What's your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slightly scruffy nothing.
But I don't have any money. Look at me. I don't have anything
I
at
lost
all.
everything.
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
I suppose you're right, yeah?
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
What's your name?
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Okay. So you're a wanderer.
You're something like a wanderer?
Nah. I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people.
Yeah.
They
so
travel
like we
from
are.
place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are
Where
you
are
headed?
you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You think? What city are you
You
going
said
to?
you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet.
Huh.
But I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Why are you helping me?
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Tell me more about Tomcat.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
You think he might
Do you
teach
think
me
Tomcat
something?
might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
He's just lying because he got beat. How does he show off?
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles.
Yeah,
He
the
breaks logs
muscles
with
do
his
it, yeah.
hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Steroids. Where can I find Tomcat?
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Well, he's a bummer as well. Help me. How do I get to that wedding? I don't have anywhere to sleep. I need a horse. I need clothes.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although
Well, that
that
can
might
change.
not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny.
Dirty bitch.
I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I could use some armour.
I could use some armour. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armoury. Although you'll need quick hands.
Stealing. Thanks.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
No.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
Okay, bitch. Nowhere to sleep.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Yeah.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf.
Fucking
Here
hell,
you go.
woman.
I'll skip
She's
supper.
changed.
It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow.
Oh, thank you very much.
I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Yeah. I need an horse.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far.
Southwest.
There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the...
Oh, sorry, I clicked on accident then.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in
Get
Semin.
to that wedding in Semin.
Do you know anything about that celebration?
Has he got a semi?
People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom.
Oh, we got time then.
So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in.
Yeah. What's next? Back. Glad to have met you.
Oh well.
You should come
It was
travelling
nice
with
to
me.
meet you, but I should probably get going.
We could be special
Get a job,
friends.
and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Till we meet again, lady.